What's up, guys? Welcome back to another AgroCast. We're here today with another Gold League Legends game, a 2v2 on Gorge. Our protagonist today in the purple on the Byzantines, it's KT Roth. His teammate in the blue on the Mongols, it's Frankie Dukes. Their opponents today in the orange on the English, it's Cridier Momi. Going with a literally 2-farm build. His teammate on the Chinese is our Chinese friend. That one looks like an airplane. So that's what we have going on here today on Gorge. We're gonna speed it up because you know people getting sheep. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Turn right. Turn right. Now right. Oh. Oh. Turn left. Turn somewhere. Whatever. See, this is boring. You don't like. Who wants to fucking watch that, right? Nice little spawn here for the Mongol. He's gonna get his TC on the berries and the wood with his gold right here. It's Gorge, so we're sharing gold. Lots of big stones out on the map here. Some big golds, some safe big golds. Sacred sites as always. Not much to talk about early on, but KT Roth is going to go into the Grand Winery. Check out the resources, see if everyone else is doing it as well. We got the Council Hall coming in. We got a Scouting Falcon. They're going to see, this is going to see the Imperial Academy coming in, but that's not going to give much information. Chinese players most likely going to get both landmarks. Probably put the Barbican out in the front, right? Because this is Gold League Legends. You attack down the middle and down the middle only. And in comes the Deer Stones for the Mongol player. I kind of understand that. The trade isn't great here. Sometimes this trade post is like over here, which is like wild. It's a little better than normal, but you have all this big gold back here. You got this big gold that you're sharing. Another gold, another gold, another gold, another gold. Like, there's plenty of gold that you can get without trade early on. Let's get rid of this. Blocking a little too much of the screen here. See if anyone's gonna go out into like a early military or anything. Okay, here comes the mercenary house. He's probably gonna go into the javelin throwers as he's going up against Jugunu as well as longbows. Let's take a look at the scouting, what we've done here. We've seen a little bit. I'm gonna come back over. Both scouts gonna come around. Let's see what they do. The scout, he did his job. He got to here. The Khan, he did his job. He got to there. Well done from our protagonist. Nice little Scouting Falcon. English with by far the most units out on the map. They haven't really looked at the base at all. They were over there earlier, but it's been a while, so they don't really know what our protagonists are up to. And going archery range and stable makes sense. Sending a market to the corner. Okay, so he's going to go Deer Stones and then trade anyway. Interesting play. I thought he was going Deer Stones because he didn't want to trade early. But on the contrary, he does want to trade early. And it looks like we might have our first engagement here as we slow it down. Keshik's taking some damage, and they're just going to run away. Got to get those jab throwers out. Here they come. And where do they go? He's got 4 of them. It's going to be really well against this. Keshik's get out of there. Looking for a building to burn. This is perfect. Blacksmith thrown right on the outside. He can just burn this building and heal this Keshik right up with only 10 HP. Going into what looks like a second TC. Barbican of the Sun protecting the berries. Scout gonna go down. Just alerts all over the place. This Keshik is definitely gonna go down. He cannot be fighting with that Keshik. Just turn him around and burn the blacksmith. Walls coming in to protect all this wood for the Chinese player. This is a terrible Barbican. This wood is protected anyway. You're just protecting the berries? I guess if you go into farms over here. But okay. See, this is what you should have been doing with your last Keshik. Boom. +3, +3, +3, +3. I like this. Get some more vision out on the front of the map. Get these berries, and then eventually, I mean, not the berries. Why did I say berries? Eventually, grab all of these deer that are really spread out. Javelin throwers hiding behind that tree. Schlangbang, no way he would see them. Just burning this building down. Almost full healed. Should have done that with the last Keshik. And here comes the second TC out of the English player. You don't see 2 TC out of English players very often. We're going to get it now. A little bit of idle time. Keshik going to take some damage, but he can just burn this wall and get that health back up. He's got a bunch of other guys back here not doing anything. Would like to see those... Gonna go out of the deer. Would like to see those units in action. Only one trader. Let's see what KT Roth's working with. Frankie Duke's 10 military. KT Roth with 7. And they've come out from behind the tree. They've exposed themselves. This wolf is going to be a real pain in the ass for the rest of the game, so that's fun. Big walls coming in from the Chinese player. Walling into his Barbican. Might not actually be making these walls, just putting the blueprints down in case he wants them later. Checking on the villager count, we got 32, 33, 38, and 35. So the guy with 2 TC has the least amount of villagers. He is going to go into some farms. We got KT Roth going into castle. A very early castle. I guess they scouted out. They didn't see very many units. Decided to go into castle. Let's check on the current resources for our players here. Going into castle. Floating 800 wood. Not sure why. Going into granary. He's going to make a very fast farm transition. Going to cut off his last farm here with this wall. Terrific play. Terrific play. Another wolf that's going to piss us off all game. Frankie Duke's getting a lot of stone, trying to get those tower upgrades. Going into a blacksmith, putting that on the Ovu. Looks like... I'm not really sure what's going on here. We're just kind of staging. English making a second barracks. Just going to go into villagers at this point. Wolf again. Please go kill that wolf. Golden Horn Tower coming in. No one else looks like they're even close to wanting to go to castle. Closest one to the resources is KT Roth. So let's see what he goes into here. Maybe... I don't know. I don't know what he's going to go into with all this gold. He's just going to get a bunch of upgrades, I guess. And use his tiny little army in attack. He's got some Lametnai out on the field now with these jab throwers. Jab throwers are going to do very well against this wood line. Not sure why this blacksmith is so far out. But fully walling in for the Chinese player. He says, fuck you, English teammate. You're not part of this. I'm walling myself in. And you can fuck off. One villager go down. Blacksmith getting burned. And a shit ton of Jugunu. We didn't see that. He's just been pumping these Jugunu because he's supervising the archery range. And longbows. And KT Roth's running away for some reason. He has more javelin throwers than longbows. And javelin throwers appear to be the direct counter to longbows. With their armor and extra damage. But he's going to back out. Get some more javelin throwers in his mix. He's going to go into Varangian guards. Not going to use any of that gold that he's been saving up. Going to go into a lot of olive groves. Just as greedy as can be, but like getting away with it. Because their opponents are just... He's going farms in 12.5 minutes. What? And, oh, he's going to delete this wall. Oh my goodness. Hasn't been raided once. But he is fully walling himself in. It looks like we have a little push coming from our protagonists. I don't know if any of them have siege engineering. No, neither of them do. So they're not going to be making any rams here. In come the Keshiks. Should deal really well with the longbow and Jugunu. A lot of units going down and a lot of idle time, and they're going to get out of there. Just, I think that went pretty well for our protagonists. Yeah, I think that was. I mean, lost a couple cash checks, but I think that was fine. As we check in on the military counts, 6422. That's a lot of villagers. I think that went down here for the English player. Let's check in on our villager count. We got 49, 42, 54, and 53. So Song Dynasty cooking for the Chinese player. 2 TCs cooking for the English player. Our guys are gonna have to. Oh, he's making a scout. That might be by accident. That's probably by accident. And we got enough resources for castle for the Chinese player. Uvu gets depleted. Looks like Frankie Dukes might want to be going into castle as well. Got 8 traders. He's finally going to kill this wolf. Love that out of him. Absolutely amazing. Gonna want to kill this wolf too as he puts up more towers to get that movement speed from his traders. So his gold is going to be kicking in nice in a minute here. Going white tower on the edge. A white tower here and a Barbican here. Man, that would have been a nice front for the antagonist here today. But it is because it's Gold League Legends. You have to attack down the middle. Looks like we got Siege Engineering with a Harusafran coming in. And they build it and immediately run away. Oh, he's going to put some units inside the Harusafran. Ferengian guards coming in. The Keshiks look like they're going to go on a raid. They need to knock down a couple wood walls. Not sure why he did this if he's not going to delete this wood wall to get a farm in. Please kill this wolf. I'm going to take a quick nap, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. White Tower comes in. KT Roth does the KT Roth special, moving all his units at the speed of a ram before he realizes and runs back. And fuck that deer! Bitch. Looks like the Chinese player just going Jugunu. Not another production building to be seen. Might be going into some nest of bees soon. Frankie Duke's getting castle. Let's see if he goes into it, if he just kind of floats it for a little bit. Puts his deer stones down again for some reason. Nope, he queued up some units, so he's not going to go castle. Would love to see castle here out of him while no one else is doing anything. It looks like KT Roth's going to try to go into Imperial. Harusafan's burning. Javelin thrower is taking needless damage. Just taking so much damage for no reason. Got a nice little raid over here. Jugunu getting pulled to the back line. Jav thrower is still taking so much damage while they attack the White Tower instead of all the units out front. And now they're going to attack the units, so good play there. Where are the English units? He's got 7 military. The White Tower cannot just do it all for you. You have 7 military going into the Schlangbang strategy of not making units. Cry to your Momi. More like cry to your military, because you don't have any. White Tower goes down. Not my best joke I've ever told. Keshiks cannot get through because all of these villagers repairing the wall. We're going to kill the boar with only 5, so definitely one's going to go down. Maybe even 2 go down here. 2 villagers go down. Not great micro there from Frankie Dukes, but the raid of the English base went very well. White Tower goes down. One of his 3 barracks go down. So, I mean, those 7 units is not going to get to 10 anytime soon, as it is at 9. I was right. Not getting to 10. Veteran Jugunu just teeing off on these archers. Probably don't need to be fighting this, but we went Kurultai, so that's good. Would love to pull this Kurultai forward where you're staging your entire armies. That'd actually be really nice for you guys. What? Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Look at that. They were queued to the boar and then to the gur, and they're going to bring that boar meat all the way back to this gur here. Unlucky there. But a raid is coming in on the farms. Almost gets some damage off, but then turns. And the raid is cleaned up pretty quickly. But he did cause a little bit of idle time. So that's pretty cool, right? Can't win them all. Can't win them all. White Tower's still down. English player Only with 17 military. I don't know where it is. He says, you got all the wood back here. I'm coming for it. Long Chop coming in from the pink because he probably thinks this is his lumber camp. Let's see what we're working with military buildings-wise, right? We got 2 barracks, a white tower which is down, an archery range, and a council hall. We got 5 archery ranges and a cock tower. 4 stables, or 5 stables, 4 archery ranges. And then we got 2 mercenary houses, 5 barracks, 2 siege workshops, and a golden horn tower. A lot of men-at-arms coming in from the English player. He did get armor clad, so 1 step ahead of you, Schlangbang. Mangonel coming out on the field, and a keep. So they're going to be pretty well defended here. You don't really need walls, right? Because you got to attack through the middle. Take a look at the bases. Getting a lot of wood here. Oh, this is so sad to see. This is so sad to see. Oh, there they go again. Oh, it's so far. At least go to this gur. Is that where they're going now? Yes, they're going to that gur. Luckily, they carry 30 at a time. In comes the army of the Byzantine player to attack the army of the English player. A camel out on the field. I guess he got that from a trade post or a mercenary house, I guess. The Mongol player said, I didn't want to be a part of that attack, so I'm going to hang out back here. Big Mangonel shot, getting a lot of damage. I would love to see some more Keshiks. We got the stables. We got plenty of resources. KT Roth, all the food in the world. Maybe get a market down, start selling some of that food. Oh, look at all these crossbows. The Varangian guards are going to be in trouble. Mangonels, there's 2 of them. This one's just set up, ready to go, but I would love to see that moving forward. Way more barracks coming in for the English player, because men-at-arms is what he's going to go for. Getting a 3rd Mangonel on the field, but I don't know why we're not making any units. We got so many... White Tower coming back up. Frankie Dukes scouts it out. This is too much food. This is too much gold. This is way too much wood. Alright, it's Gold League Legends. You can't expect too much. Ooh, Nest of Bees. 2 Nest of Bees out on the field. Where did this Nest of Bees come from? He kind of just appeared over there. A 3rd Nest of Bees is going to come out of the field. Maybe some Springalds for our protagonist would be nice. Maybe getting some of the upgrades for your blacksmith. Looks like KT Roth got all the upgrades. Men-at-arms coming in. The Keshiks should do just fine. Yeah, they're fully upgraded. Crossbows now coming in for the Mongol player. Great transition there. Gonna have to back out of those Nest of Bees. Maybe get these Mangonels out, right? Start firing those bad boys. Or back up into your keep. Back up into your keep. Big Mangonel shots, but 2 Mangonels are going to go down here. Lots of archers are going to go down to the Nest of Bees. I wish our protagonist had more units. 32 units, 22 minutes into the game is not that many. Just fight under your keep. Just fight under your keep. 38 units versus 47 and 82. See, the Chinese player has so many units out here. I would love to see our protagonist pumping units like that guy. It's not like they don't have the resources for it, right? Look at all the 4,400 food. I mean, KT Roth, what are you doing? I know you're going for olive oil, but my goodness. Olive Grove Relic Party. Okay, fine, we'll watch the fight. And it looks like our protagonists have lost the entire army. 3 and 12 against 50 and 75. It's not looking good for our protagonist. Nothing to take down this keep, though, as there's a bunch of squishy units with the Mangonel emplacement coming in. So many squishy units just going to tank damage here and die. This is One of the most asinine things I've ever seen. They need to be getting a ram up, or a trebuchet, maybe get some siege engineering, and get a ram. One of them is going to go into siege engineering now, but too little too late here, as look at all these dead bodies that didn't need to be dead. Just run past the keep and get up on the olive groves. Another keep coming in for KT Roth. A nice play here, as these guys only know how to attack up the middle. Ridiculous walls here. Oops, sorry. That's a thumbnail. We'll see what I like better, zoomed in or not zoomed in. Camel Riders out on the field here. This Mangonel emplacement is just absolutely dominating here. Just killing so many units. Not sure why these Camel Riders came in by themselves. But another keep coming in, probably getting another Mangonel emplacement. Frankie Duke's up to 36 military. KT Roth sitting at 34. A moment ago, they were at 15 total. So the antagonist here with a horrific decision to just stand under this keep as KT Roth heals it up. Just look at these Mangonel shots are just doing so much damage. You don't need to be doing this to yourselves, English player. He is going to run home and cry to his mommy, that's for sure, after this game. Missed opportunity after missed opportunity. And here comes the Kurultai. I love this play. He's going to get some healing done on all of these guys within the range of the Kurultai. He's making these rams, but like almost too little too late here. Because we got 63 and 29 military. I mean, you guys were over 130 before. And you're just losing it all to this one keep. This Mangonel emplacement is absolutely absurd. And here comes the Keshiks on the raid. And there's no gate here, so he can't get out. If he takes this wall down, he's got to put up a stone wall. If the Keshiks just move over to the left and move back to the right, they're going to find some more villagers. But we'll see what happens. This is what you needed. Counterweight trebuchet from all the way back here. Rams doing the dirty work. If only these guys did this to start the fight under the keep, it would have been a way different ballgame here. Keshik's going to come in and try to clean up on the siege. They'll first kill the trebuchet, then they're probably going to go to the nest of bees. Nothing really here to protect the siege, except for, I mean, the crossbows, but yeah, I mean, the Keshiks go down immediately. Very quickly, those Keshiks went down. KT Roth doing a fantastic job keeping this keep alive. I mean, here come the units trying to burn, but they're not going to do much. You got 22 traders coming in for Frankie Dukes. The villagers go inside the keep. I would love if they were preparing the keep instead. But the 900 resources that went into this keep, insufficient stone. Unfortunately, you got to get these guys out of there. Give them back on their olive groves. The keep is going down. 500 stone left in the bank for KT Roth. Not a lot of military for our protagonist, once again. Compared to their... Oh, never mind. It's not a lot of military production, or not a lot of military at all. Anywhere. KT Roth, that keep probably took down 150 units. His keep was out of control. He did great micro to keep it alive. And in come the Keshiks. A nice raid here from Frankie Dukes. Could have easily killed these guys. But he comes down here, and he gets on these farms. And kills all the English villagers. I would start probably burning these farms, getting that bounty. Picking up that sweet, sweet Mongol bounty. The little crossbows that could. They come in, big Mangonel shot. Kurultai moves up a little bit further. Gonna want to get those Keshiks in on the fight. Checking on our current resources. Still floating an insane amount of resources across the board for our protagonist. Keshik's doing work on the farms here, under the White Tower. Spreading out, and the English player just says, fuck it, there's nothing I can do. I literally can't do anything about this. It's not like I have any army. I'm just going to attack them with my trebuchet. So all these Keshiks are going to die. But look at all these dead villagers and empty farms. Terrific little raid there by the 5 Keshiks. And then there's one still alive. The little Keshik that could here. This trebuchet trying to kill it. You don't have enough here, sir. Sir, you do not have enough units here, sir. Get these Keshiks in. You got 18 of them. They're just admiring this rock face, I guess. Here they come. Big nest of bee shots. Camel Riders don't seem to be the answer here. Keshiks coming in from the back. Big nest of bee shots, but the Keshiks are going to get a lot of damage here. They're very spread out, so the nest of bees is only going to get 1 or 2 at a time. But there is two nest of bees in here. All the Keshiks went down. Okay, I was wrong. Keshik did not do as well as I thought they would, but the big crossbow shots. Looks like a attack speed arrow coming in from the Khan. And more javelin throwers coming in to deal with these crossbows. A lot of dead horsies on the map. A lot of siege on the map for the antagonist. But here come the Springalds. He's got to focus down on the other Springalds first. Looks like he will. And then he can get these nest of bees, and the protagonists here are just going to be out of... They're just going to be way ahead on the siege battle. Last nest of bees should go down to these 3 Springalds in one shot here. Frankie Dukes, plenty of resources for Imperial. KT Roth, just way more food than he has gold, as per usual this game. Kurultai coming up, huge little placement here, very aggressive, as he stages his army behind to look intimidating. Checking on that military score. KT Roth just absolutely dominating the military. Frankie Dukes coming back into even here on this last fight. Once that siege was down, he really came into his own there. Would love to see the rest of his units up here. He kind of only sends the Keshiks at a time. Don't want to lose this Kurultai. So you want to try to take down the trebuchets if you can. Take a look at our military. We got 62, 107 economy, 83 economy to 62, 80 economy even when we went 2cc the start of the fucking game, to 24 military, and 62 to 28. I don't think he's made a villager in the calendar year. So a very even game that turned into a massive lead for our protagonist, just based on the fact that they continued to make villagers, and the antagonist did not. These trebuchets are going to do absolutely jack shit in this fight with the armies. I mean, look at this. This is way better than this. Absolutely wild. Springald's going to come in to kill the trebuchet. They're all going to go down. That's a complete waste of units, complete waste of resources. Trebuchets, I mean, just take a seat. Take a seat. I would love to see these units being rallied a little bit further forward. Yeah, up here. Maybe come up and heal your Kurultai with your villagers. These ranged units doing nothing to the building. Absolutely nothing. You know that there's farms over here. Maybe send another raid out here. Maybe, like, fucking go Imperial. Just like, go Imperial. Streaming units across the map. Trading his ass off. Idle villagers. KT Roth has not gone into trade, but he is going to keep this gold. And he is going to take down that 8,000 gold. Not sure why he's fighting under the White Tower. Both sides of this game just really like fighting underneath keeps. And not sure why. Population capacity reach. And it's looking like GG here. Our protagonists have the better economy, more army, and are just in their base. I would love the Kurultai to come forward with the army. Towers coming in as well. This is not looking good for the English base. Just get out of the range of this, and there's a GG from the English player. There's the double GG. Our protagonist fought hard today. The antagonist had them in their grip, but then stopped making villagers, and that turned the tide in this Gold League Legends battle. Thanks for stopping by.